NBC10 First Alert Weather breaking news.
Okay, we have a tornado warning now. This is for Salem County. The actual storm is now crossing from Newcastle County into Salem County. This is just issued, and the radar has indicated a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. It is currently located over Delaware City, or 8 miles southwest of Wilmington. It's moving to the east around 20 miles an hour, so this one will go until 5 p.m. Now, some of the locations include Pennsville, Carneys Point, Salem, Woodstown, Alloway, Quentin, and Hancock Bridge. You want to get into a basement or take cover in a storm like this. This one, again, is traveling into Salem County at the moment, and it is a tornado warning, meaning that there is the potential that this storm could be producing a tornado. And again, it is traveling into Salem County. Just make sure you are in a basement if you are in this area. And here you see it, Quinton, Salem, Mannington, Alloway. This one is traveling again to the east, not very quickly, but again, it is a storm capable of producing rotation enough to cause a tornado. So again, this is a radar indicated tornado moving into Salem County, and this storm will be moving into Salem, Alloway, Lower Alloways Creek, Piles Grove. This is all in the warned area as it moves into Salem County. Quentin by about 4:53, Alloway Junction 4:55, and Alloway by about 4:58. We're going to stay on top of this storm. We're going to keep tracking it for you and the other storms around with the threat of flooding for the rest of the evening. That's coming up.
Now, your NBC10 First Alert Weather with meteorologist Sheena Parveen.
And we're going to go back to that tornado warning now. This is moving into Salem County in South Jersey from Newcastle County in Delaware. This is until 5 p.m. today. So a tornado warning for these areas, meaning that there is a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado, a radar indicated tornado. So from the radar, it does appear that there is enough rotation in this storm to produce a potential tornado. Salem, Alloway, Piles Grove, Lower Alloways Creek, you are all in this warned area. So again, it's traveling to the east, mainly around 20 miles an hour. So as we track this storm, Salem, you should expect it in about 3 minutes. Piles Grove, 4:56, Quentin, 4:59, Alloway, 5:04 if it holds together, and Sheps Valley by about 5:16. If you are in the path of this tornado warning, if you're in the warned area, you want to get into a basement, the lowest level of your home, an interior hallway or closet. This is a thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. So within the storm itself, we find rotation. This is what we call velocity. So now we're looking at rotation in the storm, the reds and the oranges. So from the radar location, we have wind moving away from the radar and towards the radar, and that is where we find the rotation. And this is the area just south of Pennsville where we could be seeing the most rotation inside this storm. Now, aside from this being a tornado warned area, it is also an area where we have a severe thunderstorm warning. So even if there is not a tornado on the ground in this storm, which we have not yet gotten reports of, there are winds strong enough to be very damaging. So again, in this area, you want to get to the lowest level of your home. 60-mile-an-hour winds are still possible. Heavy rain, lightning, the potential for hail. But at this moment, we still do have the tornado warning out. So again, for Salem County until 5 p.m., we have a tornado warning that we're watching as it travels to the east around about 20 miles an hour right over Pennsville. This is where we have some of the heaviest rain as well. So if any of these roads are in your area, Kings Highway near Salem, also Ellensboro is in this warned area, Salem Hancock's Bridge, that is in the area as well, Quentin, Mannington, Alloway. These are all areas in the warned area that could see a potential tornado very shortly here. So I'll track this again for you. Again, the rotation is moving into Salem County near Salem, traveling to the east around 20 miles an hour. By about 4:54, Mannington should see this, Quentin 5:02, Alloway 5:07, 5:11, Woods Mills. So this is a storm that we're going to be watching very closely to see if it holds together. Again, the rotation in this storm is pretty clear on radar. Now we're looking there at the rotation moving just south of Pennsville, Salem, getting very close to Salem where we're seeing the rotation. Salem Fort Elfsburg Road, that's one section where we are seeing the rotation getting close to. So this would be the area where we find that rotation in the storm. And there you see an update now as it's moving towards Salem. So the tornado warning moving into Salem County, getting closer to Salem, right around Pennsville as well. Mannington, you are in this warned area. So again, if you're just tuning in, we do have the tornado warning out moving into Salem County right now. So this is where we find some of the heaviest rain. I'm going to track it one more time for you, then show you some other storms that are producing a lot of rain across the area. Salem 453, Mannington 456, Quinton 504, Alloway 509, Sheps Valley 519. So again, this is a very dangerous storm. A lot of rotation inside this storm, and that is why we have the severe thunderstorm warning and a tornado warning out for the same area. Now, aside from that, around the Philadelphia area, we also have some very heavy rain, lots of lightning moving across 476 and 76 approaching the Philadelphia area. So we're watching these storms very closely too, but the most severe is moving into Salem County. Now, if you're along the shore in New Jersey from about Avalon up to Atlantic City, we also have some very heavy rain here leading to localized flooding. I'm going to go back to this tornado warning again. If you are in this area in Salem County, you want to take shelter if you have a basement. If not, the lowest level of your home, an interior hallway or closet. This storm again traveling to the east around 20 miles an hour. This is a radar indicated tornado, enough rotation inside the storm to possibly produce a tornado. Salem, you should be receiving this by about 4:52, Woodstown 5 o'clock, Piles Grove 5:02, Alloway 5:09, and Woods Mills by about 5:13. So again, this is a storm we're watching very closely, very dangerous storm. And if, again, you do not see a tornado in your area, it is still under a severe thunderstorm warning. Same area, 60-mile-an-hour winds, heavy rain, lightning, and the possibility of hail. A very dangerous storm. I'm going to go back to where we watch the rotation in this storm. It's evolving as it continues tracking to the east around 20 miles an hour. This is what we call velocity. This is where we find the rotation within the storm. Lightning strikes around the center of rotation right near Pennsville, approaching Salem. Delaware City is on the southern edge of this as well, so we are watching this entire area as this whole storm continues tracking to the east. And now, again, Salem County, Alloway, Piles Grove, Lower Alloways Creek, you're all in this warned area. I think Salem should be one of the first areas that it reaches. Mannington as well. So if you are in any of these areas in Salem County, this is an area where we have some of the strongest rotation out of our entire area. So this is where we're watching for the potential of a tornado. This storm is again traveling to the east around 20 miles an hour. Tornado warning out until 5 p.m. We're going to keep tracking this storm and other storms across the area too. And this one, again, the rotation in it could be strong enough to lead to a tornado on the ground. So far, it looks like a radar indicated tornado, very heavy rain. Aside from this, we have other storms across the area with heavy rain as well. So we're going to keep tracking this and other storms with the potential for flooding as we go through tonight. We'll come back to this storm and the other storms around the area. We'll be updating you when we come back.
NBC10 First Alert Weather breaking news.
And back to the tornado warning we've been tracking moving into Salem County. This one will go on for about 5 more minutes. We'll be watching it to make sure it is or is not extended. Again, it's a storm moving to the east around 20 miles an hour. I'm going to track it for you. It is approaching Salem right now, and the rotation is pretty good in this storm. Sharptown 548, Penton 501, Quentin 505, Alloway Junction 506. Now, the most rotation we see is approaching Salem right now. It is a tornado warning. Get to the basement, lower level of your home if you are in the warned area. We'll be tracking this storm as well as all the other storms across the area. That's coming up.
NBC10 First Alert Weather breaking news.
Take a look at the NBC10 First Alert radar. There's been a tornado warning in our area, and wicked storms are moving through slowly, dumping a lot of rain as they pass through. Let's get right to NBC10 First Alert meteorologist Sheena Parveen. Sheena?
Yeah, Rosemary, we've been watching this tornado warning for a little while now. It's until 5 o'clock, so we're going to watch it very closely to see if the warning has been extended. Either way, there is plenty of rotation inside of this storm. Tornado warning till 5 p.m. I'm going to zoom in on the area. It is moving into Salem County currently. And aside from the fact that there could be the potential for a tornado on the ground, we're also seeing winds near 60 miles an hour, some very heavy rain, and also lightning. So as I track this storm here, the strongest part of the storm is moving into Salem. Also Mannington, very slowly around 20 miles an hour. Mannington right now, Moore's Corner by about 5:03, Portertown 5:08, and Quinton by about 5:11. Again, this storm was capable of producing a tornado, but it seems that the tornado warning has just expired as it was supposed to at 5 o'clock this afternoon. We are still watching the storm, though, because there still is rotation. What we're looking at now is velocity. This is the area where we've been actually seeing rotation inside the storm based on the colors here showing us the wind speed and direction. So again, this tornado warning is no longer in effect through the area. However, there is still a severe thunderstorm warning for the same area. Tornado warning has expired. Severe thunderstorm warning still continues, meaning winds near 60 miles an hour, heavy rain, lightning, and the potential for hail. This goes until 5:15. This is a very dangerous storm. A lot of lightning. It's right over the major interstates from Wilmington into parts of Salem County up near Philadelphia. We also have some very heavy rain as well. So again, this is one storm that we'll be tracking very closely for you. Moving to the east around 20 miles an hour. This one near Alloway 508, Upper Pittsgrove 522, Elk 526, and Clayton by about 534. Let's take a wide view now. We still have all the storms near Atlantic City and points south. More storms off to our west. These are the ones we'll be watching for later on this evening. We have the flooding threat through the area too overnight into early tomorrow. We'll talk about all this and continue tracking the storms coming up.